kitty cats are not supposed to sit in the water when they're drinking.
A fence? There's never been a fence here before. It totally makes me think of that Tesla song, Signs. It's like fences in the forest. It's like a billboard. What is that? I know they're probably keeping the dumb people from hurting themselves. Oh my god, there's a fence here. What are they thinking? It's like the best natural selection ever to like not have a fence with like a 200-foot drop. Hello ladies, I am making this video at Walden West where I used to work, and I have just met a banana slug and a lightning bug-ish thing. I think it's a shield bug actually. My eco geekness is getting rusty since I don't use it every single day now. But I wanted to show you guys Santa Cruz, but there was a long line already to go over the hill over to Santa Cruz, and I didn't really want to sit in traffic for an hour and a half. So this week has been pretty boring. I've been doing a lot of work. I need to work on my resume and my teaching statements so that if I decide to change jobs, I can send that out this week. So this week's been full of being an adult. Ugh. But I did have a question for all y'all. I wondered what your #1 Wizard Rock CD was, the one you cannot live without. And I know that that's a hard one because mine changes every month or so. Right now, it's the Mudbloods EP of the Month EP, which I can't remember the name of. And I think that Adam and all of his friends are completely, brilliant. And I've been watching his YouTube video a lot, the one where he plays in abandoned buildings. And he's a brilliant musician. So I've been addicted to his EP again. And I'm going to the aquarium with my class. So I actually might need to go into work tomorrow to do some work on that, which I'm not excited about. I was hoping just to stay at home all weekend and sleep and read and maybe finish the Amber Spyglass since I'm on book #3 of his Dark Materials. And what other exciting thing happened this week? Oh, I bought plane tickets for February break. So I'm going to be away for 6 whole days. Yay! I like traveling on breaks because it actually makes it feel like a break, because when I stay here, I usually just go into work, which isn't a break at all. Oh, and I totally planned to play a song for you guys today, but my cat, I was playing with her and she ripped up my fingers. I don't know if you can see there, it still hurts a lot even though it's not bleeding anymore. There's basically like long cuts down my inside of my hand. So I'm not going to try to play the guitar because I don't want him to start bleeding again. But yeah, I was kind of bummed. My kids were bummed too because I haven't been able to play the guitar for a couple of days. But hopefully it'll be healed by next week and maybe I can play a song for you. That'd be exciting considering I've been kind of slacking on the whole song thing. Whoa! A hawk just like flew across the overlook. Sorry, I get distracted by wildlife. What do you think banana slugs sound like? Maybe. He's probably singing while he's crawling. You know I love my baby, I love the way that she hugs, Some people don't understand it, she's a banana slug, When I first came here, that's where I saw the banana slug. And he's moved a whole, I think, 6 feet in the past 15 minutes. Bye, Mr. Banana Slug. Thanks for being the center of my movie. I feel really lame to leave you without any song this week. And while I was hiking out, I just remembered the last verse to the Banana Slug song, which we weren't allowed to sing with the kids, which went along the line something like this. You know I love my baby, but she doesn't love me. She's hermaphroditic, which means that she is a he. Yeah, we couldn't sing that with the kids, but it was cool, and it's also true. The book that I wanted to read to you today is called When Charlie McButton Lost Power. And I think it's funny that I say I'm going to read this to you because I don't actually ever read the books to you, I just kind of show you pictures. But I like this book because ever since Xbox and PSVs have come out, all the kids talk about in Sharing Circle is how they played video games at so-and-so's house, now so-and-so has this video game, blah, blah, blah. And the parents wonder why I'm having trouble teaching them how to read. So this story is about this kid named Charlie McButton, and all he does all night and day is play video games on his computer. And then, oh my gosh, there's an electrical storm. And what is he gonna do? He's gonna freak out. And his mom's like, don't worry about it. There's lots of things to do. She's like, you could clean. You could play with clay. And he's like, ugh, clay. This is a rhyming book, by the way. He finds one handheld game that he forgot about, but the batteries don't work. So he goes to find his sister. But just when his search nearly drove him insane, he ran past the bedroom of Isabel Jane. His 3-year-old sister was happily walking a doll back and forth, and the doll, it was talking. Now, dolls don't talk on their own as a rule. They needed a power source, some kind of fuel. In less than a second, he'd made his decision, call it bad judgment, a real lack of vision. Somehow his head didn't warn of his folly, and Charlie McButton, he pounced on that dolly. So anyway, his sister freaks out, and he gets put in the timeout chair. And then he realizes his sister has all these toys that run on batteries, so he screams at her. And she gets really sad, and he realizes he did something really bad.
because he realizes she's really not that bad of a little sister compared to most little sister models. So she goes and hides in the bathtub, and he goes and apologizes to her. So they make a fort and they play hide and seek. And then they play wizards. This was written around the time of Lord of the Rings, surprise. And then all of a sudden, the power comes back on. Ah! And he decides the next day that instead of playing on his computer, he'd actually rather play with Isabel Jane. So, very cute story, very up-to-date and modern, unlike most of the stories that I read to my kids. I just spent like an hour picking pennies out of all of the blocks containers. I swear, all we do in kindergarten is sorting. I teach sorting 180 days out of the year. I teach them how to sort things by size and color and math, and then I teach them how to sort things into number order, and then I teach them how to sort things into alphabetical order, and then I teach them how to sort words by looking at the chunks. It's all sorting. I don't understand why they can't clean up their toys.